Yes, yes, I'm here. I'm here. Give it a second. I'm here. Just giving a chance to give more people to come in the room. I'm here. Welcome to the show. I'm here. Welcome. Yes, yes. It's giving time for extra people to come into the room. Yes. All right. Relax. It'll be less than 2 minutes. I will be starting the show. Thank you for coming in. Yes.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yes. Thank you guys for joining in. This is the OTisWho podcast. I am your host, OTisWho.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Okay. But the 12 people that are here, I thank you so much. Yes. Peace to the gods. We in the building. Hey, let me play with some of my sound effects. I'm going to let Anthony. Yes. What's it? Yeah. We here. Yes. What's the word? What's the word? Hey, check this out. This is going to be a new thing I'm doing. Like I told you yesterday, I start my day with a song. I have to. Even though this day is almost over, I'm still going to bless you guys with the song. Just please listen to it. Please listen to it. Here we go. Here we go. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Here we go. Just relax.
It ain't gonna work. The weapon may come, but it ain't gonna work.
Oh, it's down there.
The weapon may fall, but it ain't gonna work. No, no. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No, it won't. No, it won't. It won't work. I want you to know God will do what He said He's gonna do. He will stand by His word. He will come through. No weapon formed against you. It may try, but it won't, it can't harm you. It won't work.
Yes, yes, yes. That's how you start a show. It was a little shaky, but that's how you start a show. I'm going to always start it with a nice song. Thank you guys for joining in to the OTisWho podcast. I am your host, OTisWho. Guess what?
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
What are we going to talk about this evening? What do you want to talk about this evening? I want you guys to hear something. We could start a conversation with this. Give me 1 second. Now, how many people have here? We only have 12 people in here. Hopefully the connection is good and everything. As a matter of fact, let me check something here. Let me go check the chat. Okay, please, if you can hear me okay, please put a 1 in the chat. And make sure, if you can hear me and see me okay, please put a 1 in the chat. Just want to make sure the visuals and the audio is fine. Appreciate it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There we go. There we go. All right, all right. All right. I want to play you guys something. I titled this. How do I title this? I don't answer questions. I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm going to play it through the first time. And then after that, if you have questions, we're going to answer them. I might even have to play it a second time. But I just want to share this with you so you guys can understand exactly what you're going to be up against in this particular lifestyle. You already know what I'm talking about. No sugarcoating, no, you already know what's going on. So I just wanted to just share some of what I've been going through, and it just spark a conversation. Here we go.
Mr. Draper, I'm just going to go ahead and give you one opportunity to provide insurance for the vehicle. Do you have insurance on the vehicle?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Do you have a valid driver's license, or just the Pokemon card you gave me is all you got?
First 118 tampering. 30 seconds.
Okay. Hang tight. Nothing in the vehicle I need to be made aware of. Guns, drugs, knives, needles, nothing like that. I ask everyone that, okay?
Can you
I'm
hear
pretty
it
sure
okay?
you already read my name, sir.
I did, yes.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure you already ran the vehicle.
Uh-huh.
So you already know what everything was going on.
No, I don't, because I haven't seen the inside of the vehicle. So I'm asking you.
I don't
question.
answer questions.
I almost got you to open up. You almost broke. Your buddies
You're
would be
a nice
upset.
guy. Why are you being so hard?
Your buddies
You're a
would be
nice
upset
guy.
with you
Why are you
how
trying to be
almost
so
answered a
hard?
question there, Chief.
We're just out here doing our job, man. Why are you being so mean?
I'm not being mean.
Huh? Why are you being so tough then? We're just out here trying to have a casual conversation, my man. We could have got you in and out of here so quickly. Your plates are expired. It's a valid stop. You know that. You're making this way more complicated than you have to. And you know that as well.
Alright, Mr. Draper. Two citations for you. One for failure to register your motor vehicle annually with DOR. The second is failure to provide valid proof of insurance in time to stop and pay. Do you have any questions for me? I do answer questions.
No, I do not, sir.
2118,
Alright, sir.
23,
Here you are.
24.
Drive safe tonight.
All right.
Did you hear? I
All
hope you got
right,
all
now.
that right.
Now, I'm
Exactly.
pretty sure. Hold on. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to replay that. But before I go any further, please, did you guys hear that conversation? Did you hear that? Put a 1 in the chat again. Now let's switch it up a little bit. Put a 2 in the chat if you heard that conversation nice, loud, and clear. Because there's something to discuss. Put a 2 in the chat. All right. Beautiful. Now, beautiful. Where are all the questions? Where are all the comments? First of all, who would like to come up and to have a question or a conversation about what just transpired? Or would you like for me to play it again just in case you miss some certain parts? But what I would do is this. Let me do this. Let me give some commentary. Let me see. She tries to. Yes, she did. Now, hold on. Listen, I'll do this. Bear with me. And again, thank you guys. But just bear with me. I'm going to play it again, but this time I'm going to give it some commentary. Okay. So, but let me set this up. Okay. Here you go. All right, now let me set this up for you guys. This happened about 3 years ago now. Okay. I was leaving a liquor store, a convenience store. The cop was already outside. He passed me, and of course, you know, I have my own place on my vehicle. Okay. So with that being said, they followed me, they pulled me over, and this is the conversation that transpired. He asked me for registration. He asked me for a registration and everything like that. My vehicle is not registered. Let me tell you that right now. Let me back up a little bit. My vehicle is not registered. It has never been registered. Okay, when I first got my vehicle, give you some premise behind that. I drove it off the lot, because when you get the vehicle, they give you the title in your hand. They already gave you the title. So what they are telling you to do unknowingly is to take that title that they gave you. They already gave you the ownership of that vehicle. Now, it's funny. They want you to take that very title that they just gave you, the title, and we all know what a title is. They want you to take that title and now register it to the state. So between you leaving the dealership with the free, clear title in your hand, the ownership, possession is 9/10 of the law. You have the possession of it, but yet you took the possession of that vehicle and you went and you registered it right back to the state when you already had it. But I digress. What I did, I went and I placed that vehicle / conveyance because it went from a vehicle until I got it into my possession, and it went from a vehicle to a conveyance, and I placed that into my trust, transferred it with the right paperwork that is real simple to do. You create it yourself, you transfer it to your trust, and you apply it to your Schedule A. And then if you really get into the situation, you put that on a UCC1 to claim it, or a 3 to claim it. Okay, I digress. I've did all that, so I was well prepared for what had transpired. So with that being said, now we come to the audio. I get stopped. They asked for registration and everything. The only thing I gave them was my own ID that I made several years ago, because according to the indigenous, please, somebody put it in the chat. Please help me out. It's the Indigenous Rights Act, something like that. Oh, please, I do not want to give out the wrong information. Please, if I know somebody in here is going to correct me, so put it in what I'm talking about. But it gives you the right, you have the right to make your own and supply your own identification, along with other things. Okay, along with other things. If you know what I'm talking about, please put it in the chat. So with that being said, I gave them my ID, no proof of insurance or whatnot. Didn't need to do any of that, and that's where the conversation picks up. So with that being said, let's go and let's play the conversation.
Mr. Draper, I'm just going to go ahead and give you one opportunity to provide insurance for the vehicle. Do you have insurance on the vehicle?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Do you have a valid...
At that point, when I already stated before he came to the when he came to the window the first time, I don't answer questions. I'm not combative. I'm not dealing court on the side of the road. I don't answer questions. Give them the paperwork and be quiet. This was 3 years ago. Of course, my situation has changed. I do way even less than that. But even then, give them the paperwork and I don't answer questions. Sorry, wrong doggone one. I'm so sorry.
Mr. Draper, I'm just going to go ahead and give you one opportunity to provide insurance for the vehicle. Do you have insurance on the vehicle?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Do you have a valid driver's license, or just the Pokemon card you gave me is all you got?
You hear what he said? Do I have a valid driver's license or just the Pokemon card that I gave him? He was trying to ruffle my feathers. He said, do I have a valid ID or just the Pokemon card that I gave him?
30 seconds.
Okay. Hang tight. Nothing in the vehicle I need to be made aware of. Guns, drugs, knives, needles, nothing like that. I ask everyone that, okay?
Now, did you hear what he said? Or did you hear what he asked me? He asked me, do you have any guns, drugs, or knives or anything in the vehicle? 9 times out of 10, what would you have said? Let's just be honest. You don't have to respond, but just ask yourself. I'm going to answer it rhetorically. 9 times out of 10, a person might say, no, I don't. Right then and there, you just acquiesce to what he or she just asked you. You just conformed to what they asked you. Did you notice what I did? Nothing. I sighed. And then you hear what he said? Because it threw him off. First of all, he already knew what he was doing when he pulled me over. He knew who I was when he pulled me over. So he already had ulterior motives. He was trying to get me to break. You heard it. Let's continue.
I'm pretty sure you already read my name, sir.
I did. Yes.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure you already ran the vehicle.
Uh-huh.
So you already know what everything was going on.
No, I don't, because I haven't seen the inside of the vehicle. So.
Okay. Did you hear what he said again? First of all, he never asked me to step outside the vehicle. He knew he couldn't. But did you hear what he said? And did you hear what I said? First of all, because he kept asking me these stupid questions, and I kept saying I don't answer questions. So then I turned the tides on him. I started asking him certain questions. I didn't answer it, but I started asking questions. You ran my name, right? I know you know what's going on. I gave you the paperwork. You ran my name. He agreed. He said yes. And then he also said, I don't know who you are because you're not letting me look inside the car. Where do they do that at? Don't they normally, under normal circumstances, would they normally tell you to get out the car? Normally. But you notice it didn't have that type of demeanor. Let's continue.
I'm asking you.
I don't answer questions.
I almost got you to open up. You almost broke.
I almost got you to open up. You almost broke. I'm going to say it again. I almost got you to open up. You almost broke. Watch what he say after this.
You're a nice guy. Why are you being so hard?
Your buddies.
You're a nice guy. Why are you trying to be so hard? We're just out here doing our job, man.
Did you hear what he said? Forget what she talking about. I talked about her later, and then I get to her in a second. He said, your buddies would have been upset with you if you would have opened up. I almost got you, Chief. Now, I'm going to play it again without the commentary, but that's what he said. Okay. Now we could pay attention to the female officer. Now, watch this. They tried to set me up, and it was a good setup because I am a man. For full transparency, she was a female cop. She was hot. Bang. Cute as that thing. Yeah. Under normal circumstances, an average guy probably would have been talking, trying to rap and doing too much. Yes, and acquiescing without even knowing it because she batting her eyes and all that. Yeah, Saw right through it. Watch. Well, listen.
Man, why are you being so mean?
I'm not being mean.
Huh? Why are you being so tough then? We're just out here trying to have a casual conversation, my man.
Now, while she's talking to me, she's leaning on my hood on the passenger side, leaning over. Now, I wanted to be rude and roll the window up because I already know what you're doing. I ain't got time, but I couldn't. But she, again, she's cute. I'm like, hey, I'm married, but I ain't blind. She's cute. Not today.
We could have got you in and out of here so quickly. Your plates are expired. It's a valid stop. You know that. You're making this way more complicated than you have to.
If it was a valid stop, and I know that, and if you knew and know it was a valid stop, why didn't you have me removed from the vehicle? Why didn't you tow the vehicle? I'm just asking a question.
And you know that as well.
Another sigh. Okay, now let me pause it for a second. Of course, he went back to his vehicle, and you could probably tell in the audio because I clipped it together. There was a lot of time. You know how they have you sitting there for a while. So then he eventually walks back to the vehicle, and this is what transpired.
All right, Mr. Draper. Citations for you. One for failure to register your motor vehicle annually with DOI. The second is failure to provide valid proof of insurance and time to stop and pay. Do you have any questions for me? I do answer questions.
No, I do not.
2118.
All right, sir.
23,
Here you are.
24.
Drive safe tonight.
And that was that. I hope you peeped game and understand. And my whole point of playing that, and I'm glad there's only less than 20 people on here, because I was reluctant to play it for obvious reasons. But I wanted to just play it so you guys can experience just the little things, the little remedies of what you could obtain. But at the same time, you still have to stand in your square because they still would try to get you. And that's a perfect example right there. That's a perfect example of, yes, my paperwork was in order. I had certain things already in place. I had paperwork that preceded me. Yes. And at the same time, as you witnessed, they will still try to get you. Still try and get you. So I'm gonna play that one more time. I know we probably had a couple of people that came in, and hopefully you can still hear it nice and clear. But I'm gonna play it one more time. Again, this time without any commentary. Here we go.
Did you hear? I hope you got all that right. Exactly.
All right, stop it and play it again. Play. Here we go. No commentary.
Mr. Draper, I'm just going to go ahead and give you one opportunity to provide insurance for the vehicle. Do you have insurance on the vehicle?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Do you have a valid driver's license, or just the Pokemon card you gave me is all you got?
2118 tampering.
30 seconds.
Okay. Hang tight.
2118 tampering.
Nothing in the vehicle I need to be made aware of, guns, drugs, knives, needles, nothing like that.
231 Lake
I ask everyone that, okay?
Truck tampered with, unknown time frame, passenger door locked, damaged, back
I'm pretty sure you already read my name, sir.
I did, yes.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure you already ran the vehicle.
Uh-huh.
So you already know what everything was going on.
No, I don't, because I haven't seen the inside of the vehicle. So I'm asking you
I don't
question.
answer questions.
I almost got you to open up. You almost broke. Your buddies
You're
would be
a nice
upset.
guy. Why are you being so hard?
Your buddies
You're a
would be
nice
upset with
guy.
you with
Why are
how
you trying to be
almost
so
answered the
hard?
question there, Chief.
We're just out here doing our job, my man. Why are you being so mean?
I'm not being mean.
Huh? Why are you being so tough then? We're just out here trying to have a casual conversation, my man. We could have got you in and out of here so quickly. Your plates are expired. It's a valid stop. You know that. You're making this way more complicated than you have to. And you know that as well.
Alright, Mr. Draper. Citations 41 for failure to register your motor vehicle annually with DOR. The second is failure to provide valid proof of insurance and time to stop and pay. Do you have any questions for me? I do answer questions.
No, I do not, sir.
2118.
Alright, sir.
23,
Here you are.
24.
Drive safe tonight.
All right, all right.
Did you hear? I hope you got all that right. Exactly.
Yes, yes, yes. That's what you experience. That's proof right there. You're never safe. You're never safe. You are never safe, even though you have your paperwork in order and everything. You know you're right. You know you came prepared. You know you did everything the right way. Did you even notice I wasn't combative? None whatsoever. I was stern, but I wasn't combative. I came with clean hands. I wasn't trying to hold court on the side of the road. No disrespect. I wasn't spitting out the codes and the statutes and things like that, because at that time there is no need for that. That's not the place for that. You have to remember there are simply policy enforcers. That's it. Crooked Well, I wouldn't even say crooked, because if now you even know this, and I learned this from the lawyers, and you probably heard this too. Police can lie to you. They can legally lie to you to incriminate you. You do know that. So everything that he was doing, he was very well within his rights. He was trying to see if I knew my rights. He knew who I was prior to him even pulling me over. He knew. And you could tell based on the conversation that we were having. You already know he knew. But he just wanted to see if he could break me. Also, too, let me explain this to you as well. The ID that I presented to him, it had my appellation name on it, my Bay. It had the Bay name on it. So as you already know, Bay is a Moorish name. Okay. There's a temple here in St. Louis, and they're located in downtown St. Louis. I am not affiliated with that temple, but the police officers don't know the difference, obviously, and rightfully understood. How would they know the difference? The only way you can tell is by the demeanor and the character of which one carries themselves. Now, I'm not casting aspersions or anything like that. I'm not. But if you tend to carry yourself aggressively and tend to want to hold court on the side of the road and don't want to comply at that time with the policy enforcers at that time, then bad things tend to happen. And you know what I'm talking about, unfortunately. I understand the plight, and I understand, but the means are questionable. So I don't move like that. So when he made that statement, when I say he, the police officer, the policy enforcer, when he made that statement, oh, I almost got you to break. You almost let me in. Oh, your buddies was going to be mad. They're going to be upset if they would have found out you almost broke, which I don't know what he was talking about. Never. But the point is, he knew what he was doing. He knew who I was prior to him even pulling me over. My paperwork preceded me. And that audio was well over 3 years ago. So he was well aware. Now, I know more than I know then. I know way more than I know now. And I was just scratching the surface then. Thank you. And I stood on my square because I believed in what I was doing at that time. But again, the point to all this is to let you know that even though we're on this journey, a righteous journey, we're not plugged in unless we choose to be plugged in, and we have the option to plug out, obviously. But we're on this journey, and you have to know, even though we know we're doing the right things, we're coming with clean hands. We're coming in and we're trying, we're staying in honor. You're still going to have those who are not. And they're going to try to prevent you from getting what is rightfully yours. And all you want is to be free and left alone. As long as you don't cause any bodily harm or personal property damage. That's it. That's it. But with that being said, let me see what's going on in the chat. Let me see here. Let me get on over here. But you don't have to initiate the plight. Exactly. I agree, Cliff. I agree, Cliff. Most definitely. Most definitely. First of all, let me say this. I appreciate everyone that is in the chat. Thank you. Please hit the like button. Also, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Also, let others know if you don't mind and have them come over and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Again, the topics will vary. Just so happens we're talking about this situation. I have no idea what I was going to talk about this evening. I just knew that I wanted to come live, and whatever came up, came up. And for real, this just came to me. I said, let me just share an audio that transpired with myself about 3 years ago. Matter of fact, I have another one, but I'm not prepared to show that today, this evening. I will probably do that the next time or shortly down the line. Give me something to come back to talk about. Seriously. But with that being said, seriously, if anyone would like to, as a matter of fact, are you free, Cliff, to come up and talk with me, to chill for a minute? If not, I understand. Or if anyone has any questions or a comment, feel free to place it in the chat. Or if you have a topic that you would like to discuss, the floor is open. Let's go. As a matter of fact, let me do this. Okay, I got you, Cliff. I'm going to put the link in the chat. And again, I know everybody over in the chat, but again, I'm not going to have a lot of people up here. I'm going to put the link in the chat. But feel free to come up. But for right now, let's keep this nice and structured. I'm going to put this link out for Cliff, if he wouldn't mind coming up and conversating. And I would just like to hear his commentary or his comments on what transpired. Let's see, copy, boom. Let me see that. Boom, boom. Yes, right click. If this right click work, and paste and send. Yes. Let me get some of the background music going on. Hey, I'm just getting comfortable. We're gonna be all right. Again, thank you guys. Let me just get some background music going on. And of course, again, I'm just gonna have just one person at a time, but feel free after Cliff and I get through having our conversation, whatever we about to talk about, because I like Cliff. He always got something to he always dropping jewels over in our other hangout spot, the Midwest EDU platform over there. So I'm pretty sure he has some things to say over here, which I definitely appreciate it. Oh, but let me stop talking so much and get to play this background music. Let me see here. Let me play some okay, is this it? Do I want to hear this?
OTisWho music.
Yeah, let's
Ain't nobody coming to see
let
you.
me turn it down. Okay, I don't want to be too loud. Okay, let me know if it's too loud in the chat, you guys. I'm gonna have this a little bit of background music going on, so let me know if it's a little bit too loud. But yeah, there we go. All right. Hey, what's going on, Cliff? What's the word? How are you, brother?
What's good, Big O? You all right?
All right, good. Hey, thanks for joining me, man. Hey, I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you. Yes. How you been doing this evening, man?
Oh, pretty swell. Everything moving smooth. And you?
And hanging in there. You know, I'm just trying to get back to the swing, get back in the swing of this podcasting thing. You know,
Indeed.
It's been like 9 months, man. I had a lot of, as you already know, I had a lot of stuff going on. As you already know, I couldn't even think past September. I didn't know if I was still going to be out here past the 25th of September. So prior to that, I just stopped doing podcasting and things like that. Rightfully so, trying to focus on that situation. But of course, I got that up out of here. You know, so now I said, let me just get back to
went
doing
champion
what
style up
yes,
on
you
that.
know,
You went champion style.
Hey, and I appreciate that, man. Again, with the family support, most definitely. I got through that. So I said, let me just get back on my grind, get back to what I like to do, just talking, running my mouth, talking and sharing stories. But just so happens, seriously, true story, while I was getting my getting my situation remedied, I got more involved. I got deep into more studying. So now that I'm podcasting again, I have way more things to talk about. I kind of like, I'm over here now, but at the same time, I don't want to be over there all the time. You know,
right?
Your
subject matter is expanded.
Exactly. But I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy because we have enough of those guys. Now the people we have here now, which is great, we all know about what I'm talking about. But of course, we could talk about a lot of other things, which is what I'm planning on doing. But with that being said, yeah. But with that being said, we're here now. I know you heard the audio. What are your thoughts on that? First of all, let's just start there. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, of that audio. Talk to me.
It's quite interesting. You know, reminds me of the Joker, you know, in Batman, you know, in that line where he says, see what we got here? Y'all are schemers, scheming and plotting. And if you're not paying attention, they got you. The game is jurisdiction. How can I get you to give your jurisdiction to me? And it's up to us to find out how can we do the opposite. Because once they got you, they got you. It's going to be a hard mile to run after that.
Did you notice and see and tell in his voice how it was a game to him?
Yes.
He was trying.
That's the way they treat it.
He was trying his best to get me.
Did
you actually hear it when he said,
indeed.
I almost got you. I almost got you.
They like to play you as the subordinate.
Right.
That's how they think of you, as a subordinate. You are beneath me, and I will get you to confess, because that's basically what it is a confession, whether direct, indirect, or abstract. It's a confession.
And his tactics were good, though. I give it to him.
Because he was smooth.
Because the old me, let's be 100% transparent. The old me failed for all that back in the day. We all have.
Well, see, that's because, you know, in those times you was driven by emotions. See, now.
Oh, let me get my soundboard ready. Oh, I should have had that. Oh, hold on. Wait, hold on.
That is the jewel. We is driven by emotions, but now we're using it up here. We're thinking, we're paying attention, we're listening. We're not just listening to what you say, but how you say it. So we can get where you're going with that question. Yes.
I don't know if you heard, I don't know if you were tuned in last night. I mean, yesterday when I went live, but I had touched on that about the emotion part. And that is so true, in which you already said it. So I know, you know, before you become known or before you become aware, you are very emotional for the most part. 9 times out of 10, you are very emotional because you are unaware. You think you know, you know something's wrong. You do know that. You know something's wrong. So you know it's so bad that you can't figure it out. So you're just emotional. Once you know and you figure it out, and once you become unplugged and you know and you realize it's nothing personal at all to them.
Yeah, nothing
it's
personal.
Nowhere near personal. It's far from it.
Listen, in the Matrix, when they had the 2 pills, the red one and the blue one, one of them is the emotional pill. The other one is the logical pill. Take your pick, and your actions will move forward concerning that pill that you took.
There it is. Yes. Wow.
This
One
is what's
pill
going
was the
on with
emotional
those
pill.
guys.
One pill was the emotional pill. The other pill was the logic pill. There it is. Right there.
This
Double
is the
D.
game they play. And again, just like you said, oh, it's a game to them.
Mhm.
Y'all peons, y'all don't know nothing. We created this system masterfully. It's no way you can figure this out. Matter of fact, we're going to make the books. That way you can't give an excuse that it's not there. But you're not going to read it because you're not interested. You're more interested in Jeezy, Cardi B, and all those guys we put in front of you to entertain you because we like
Exactly.
you.
Exactly.
That's what they do.
Distractions.
Mm-hmm.
Distractions.
Yes, indeed. And the best way to distract is to use your own kind. Because you relate. At least you think you do. Meanwhile, their game continues and their world dominance plays out. And you
Exactly.
wonder why you're in where you at, why things not going right, why remedies is not getting done. Because you're not studying. The books in the archives is there. You just got to go pick it up. You got to have an interest.
They're definitely not hiding it from you. You just have, like you said,
Mm-mm.
you have to have the interest. You have to have the want to go
Mm-hmm.
and do what you need to do to get what needs to be gotten.
Yes,
Most
indeed.
definitely. Most definitely. Let me see. Star Queen Mary had a question. Let me see. I have a question, but it's about. We'll go. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. It's okay if it's not the right. Well, no, you go. Yeah, you can go ahead and answer. I mean, ask it. You come on up and ask it. The link is there. You go ahead. You can come on up and ask it.
Come on up, chair.
But yeah, man. Again, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it. If you just came in and don't know what we're discussing, I had played an audio of a policy enforcer. He was just doing his job. Crooked means or right. Well, I would say. Well, I wouldn't say crooked. What word I want to use?
Scurvy.
Scurvy means. Okay, I like that. But he was well within his bag of tricks to utilize.
Mm-hmm.
I played
Enforcing
that.
policy.
Yes, right. I played an audio to show you how even though we're on this righteous journey and we have all our paperwork in order and things of that nature, that they will still try to get you the contract with them, basically. They're basically
Mm-hmm.
still going to try to get you the contract with them. I have another audio that I'm going to share with you guys. Again, I'm going to do this sometimes next week where the state trooper got behind me and he was upset because we all been through this. When you get on the freeway, the highway, you already doing your thing. Everybody, well, not everybody, but majority of your people in the left lane and the next to the left lane are going over the speed limit. You know the play. Come on now. It is what it is. But whenever the officer gets on the highway, everything comes to a standstill. No one wants to pass the strong, scary, I am who I am policy enforcer.
Right.
No one wants to pass them. The speed limit is 60. The policy enforcer is going 61, and no one is passing him. Except who? I need to get good, but my doggone sound effects. But we still gonna wait for it. We sure
You're going to sharpen that sword.
Except for who? Here we go. Yes. Shot right past him. Sure did. Now, this is for entertainment purposes only. I would not recommend doing this if you are not prepared to accept what's going to transpire. Now, I could back up and support everything that I did. And I'm going to not even explain it, but just explain it to you, for lack of a better phrase.
Mm-hmm.
My paperwork is correct. I know I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not causing any bodily harm to anyone, and I am not causing any property damage to anyone's property or anything like that. I know that.
Correct.
I'm not driving recklessly or anything like that. I'm in my own conveyance automobile. That's it. That's it. No more, no less. That's it. So I just merely went past them. I wasn't speeding, but I was enough to get past them. And I got a good, seriously, I'm not even making this up. I got a good, let's go in mile markers. Well, no, I can't do mile markers. There'll be no, because then I went that far. I say it was about a good 5 exits
Mm-hmm.
on the highway. I was up. I'm thinking, he's not even bothering me. And I proved my point. That sucker shot up behind me so quick. I saw them lights. He got up behind me so quick. But yeah, I'm going to stop there because I have the audio there because I record everything. And for the record, I'm in Missouri. I advise everyone to look up the laws and the statutes in your state. It's not hard to do. In the state of Missouri, it is a one-party state, which basically means one party only needs to know that it is being recorded. And of course, that one party is the one that's holding the recorder. Happens to be me.
Mm-hmm.
Some states, both parties need to know. But it's strange that how that works, because if you've been in this situation or in this lifestyle long enough, and not even a lifestyle, if you were just trying to just take care of your credit situation
Mm-hmm.
on your own, you will notice that every time they call you, they will let you know that they're recording the phone call because they have.
Yes, indeed.
But have you noticed, and I know I have you noticed that when you let them know that you're recording, they don't like that very much.
Oh no, now the drama starts. They tell you quick,
They
you
don't
can't
like
do that.
that very much. They tend
Mm-hmm.
to hang up. They try to get nasty and tell you, oh no, this conversation has to cease because. But why? When you can record me.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's when I start doing my research and everything, which is not hard. Like, just like you said, they're not hiding anything from you. It's right there. But with that being said, yeah. So that's why I do what I do. I record everything. There's no secret, 100% transparency. I record everything because I can. So with that being said, I'll play that audio. Actually, it's a video. I recorded it. So that actually has video. I'll play that video next week. So just to give a little teaser. But yeah.
Oh, that should be some flavor right there.
Oh yeah. And it was, yeah. I don't want to keep talking about it, but it was strange because yeah. And yes, for the record, I give you a teaser, and I will tell you the ending of it. I failed the test a little bit, and I'll be the first to admit that. Not the end all be all. I'm still great. Trust me, I came out on top. It's good, but I can honestly tell you, oh yeah, your boy fell for the okie doke. Oh,
Hey.
I acquiesced to some things. Oh,
Listen.
your boy acquiesced to some things. Hey, like I didn't know no better. Like I was a newborn baby. Oh, hindsight is 2020.
Hey, but it's
I
all right.
acquiesced to some things, boy. Ooh, it was ugly.
Hey.
It was ugly. But yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna stop there because matter of fact, let me pull up Star Queen Mary. She's been waiting on backstage in a minute. So let me see what she got to say or what questions she got for me. Hey, Star Mary, how are you? Can you hear me okay? You good?
Star Mary was goody.
You there, Star Queen Mary? Are you there, Star Queen? Your mic is open. well, I gave her a red shift. Let me okay, I'm gonna turn this down. Try to get the book back. Yeah. Are you there, Queen Mary? Okay. Well, no, well, she had to drop out. Okay. Well, cool.
I gotta
Well,
let
all
you
right.
know too that intro beat was magnupus, man.
Hey, I appreciate. Hey, listen, man. Again, jack of all trades, master of none. I do a little bit of dabbling
did
in
that?
music production. Yeah, I produced that. Matter of fact, the music you hear now, I produce. Matter of fact, yeah, listen, let's talk about it, man. We're here. This my show. We ain't have to be talking about man. Come on, man. Yeah, this I produced this track right here. Man, and don't blow my head up. I told y'all why y'all was told. Bear with me, just gonna vibe for a minute, y'all. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's hot.
Hey, I appreciate you.
You try to get some bars. I see.
Yes, I dabble a little bit in the music, just a little bit, just a
Mm-hmm.
little bit. All right, Queen Mary. Star Queen Mary popped up. Let's see if she got her audio together.
Hello.
There you go.
All right.
What's
That's
going
great.
on? What's
Hello.
going on, Queen Mary? How are you?
Hey,
How are you?
good. Everybody's good. Everything's great. It's just a long day, but we're happy and grateful. We are happy. My husband and I are sitting and listening to the show. Happy
Okay.
to see and hear you.
Thank you.
Restarting it again.
Yeah. Still, listen. I'm going to be all over the place. I really am. Some nights going to be talking
Absolutely.
about. I'm going to be all over the place. So, but for right now, again, thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. So I know your question is regarding the 60-day letter. Before you
Yes.
even start, I'll let you ask the question. But ironically, so now we're going to get back on point. Cliff got me off. But we good though. This is what we do. We're gonna be all over the place. I love this. I love this.
All right.
I know my lips are a little dry. Just give me a little minute.
Okay, sounds
All right.
good.
All right.
Can I ask?
So we're going to ask you a question about the 60-day letter, because I definitely got one today from the IRS. But go ahead and talk to me.
Oh, good. Okay,
Mhm.
well, we sent something in October 8-ish, something around there, 18 or something like that. And that's one of the old bills that they're after. And we did accept for value and stuff like that. So we did it the proper way. And then lo and behold, about maybe couple weeks later or 3 weeks later, after they received, they sent us both these ginormous amounts to pay. I mean, we never got this. It's only usually been my husband would get it, and then it would cover both of us. But this time it was different because they had given us these giant bills to pay. So we just repeated the process and done the same thing and send it in. So on the 28th or 29th, we get this letter from Kansas City, Missouri. And as this lady, I'm sure whoever gets this letter, her name is Tanya. I'm sure she's the one that does this. But it basically says you don't have to do anything. Just 60 days, and we'll decide what we're going to do with you, basically. But on the top of that letter, what I found very interesting, because I took your class for the vouchers, I see this number. I mean, close to $1 billion on top. It's identical. It doesn't have CP 575 or nothing like that. But she says, take this number and make a copy of your letter, keep your letter, and make a copy and send it back to us with if you wish to write. And in the letter, it said like 3 times to write. So I'm like reading between the lines and thinking that, well, she clearly wants me to write back to her. But what caught my attention is that number on top, because it looked like, you know, most of our vouchers that we have, you know?
Uh-huh.
And so the question is, am I onto something with this? Am I just seeing it, or is it just a number? Deep down, I think it's not just a number. So I'm like tempted to do my thing with it. But
Um,
that's what I wanted to ask you.
I got
Did you get yours like that? Is something similar? Is mine different? Are we all getting different letters? Is it all similar? That's it.
well, I will answer like this. There is more than one way to skin a cat. Another phrase that you heard me use all the time is not the way, it's a way. Um, so, but with that being said, I received, I received several 60-day letters within the past month or two. And that's in conjunction with, as you know, myself sending out the vouchers and sending them in to the IRS. I didn't send it in the exact same quite way that you did because I heard you mention something about uh, the endorsement and things like that. Again, we're not going to get into that, but that's fine. Again, and I seriously mean this. It's not the way, it's a way. It's definitely more than one way to skin a cat. If whatever compelled you to go that way, go that way. The end result is, the common denominator is, you received a 60-day letter saying basically that there is no further action required on your part. Basically, correct?
Correct. That's
Yeah.
that.
So yeah, so I received several letters like that, seriously, or within the last month and a half. And I sent them off, of course, to the IRS, and they were all done on various different situations. Some with existing contracts, some with contracts that I'm trying to establish. And so with that, we're just gonna wait and see. Now, also too, not to get deep into it as well, but I know people been having different responses and experiences with calling and talking to the IRS, and I can honestly say it is a hit and miss. It really is. But I can attest, and I have a true testimony uh, that the IRS told me. Matter of fact, did I share that with you already?
I don't think
That's okay.
so.
Well, one thing I'm not going to um share that particular one
Like the phone
on live
conversation? Yeah,
for
okay.
obvious reasons.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have I might have a private class
Okay.
because for obvious reasons, I only want to play that recording for obvious
Sure.
reasons. But I can honestly say, people have heard the conversation. Matter of fact, let me check the chat to see if I can have uh some backup here, because I know I shared that when I went to go see our mutual friend in Milwaukee for his first event, and
Yes.
I shared that audio with several people, so they're very familiar with what I'm talking about. And just based on that, I'm very confident that what we're doing is going to be blissful one day, just based on seriously that conversation that I had, and based on the correspondence that we're receiving. I don't see that as nothing but a positive. If they say they need 60 days, they need 60 days, and there's nothing else required on our part. So
All
yeah,
right.
I think, yeah,
All
we're
right.
fine. We're good.
All right. So
We're
just
good.
leave it be.
Leave it be. That's what I call having one iron in the fire. Now it's time to go to the next iron and put another iron in the fire, because you just never know when it's going to get hot. So you're going to have more than one iron in that fire, because we all know we like for them all to be hot. So we think at one time, but it's not going to happen. They're going to ignite when they're supposed to ignite. And I doubt very seriously that they're all going to ignite at the same time. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. So you
think
got to
you're
go to
right.
that next thing. Just go to that next situation and get that iron in that fire. Seriously.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So my
Uh-huh.
next iron is gonna be the voucher. So
Hmm.
that's the next one. And just to balance it all out, the local IRS agent sent us this about 3 inches thick printout of frivolous filings. So like a study guide. And so we're
Oh, a
looking.
study. Oh, you mean a study guide on what is
The
a frivolous filing, basically,
Yes,
or not charging with
yes,
frivolous filing?
nothing. No,
Okay, okay,
just a
you was making me nervous.
study
I thought I
guide.
was gonna have to. Yeah, okay, I was
Mhm.
gonna thought I was gonna have to exit right you off the stage. I'm
No,
joking. Okay.
no. He just sent it in 3 inches thick, like a PDF printout of all these court cases and references to it,
Right,
and
like
just
they
to
do to
balance
try
it
to
all out.
deter you. Yeah, they try to yes. Yes. Now, we just having conversations.
Yes.
That's that before I really knew what I was doing. But I received a frivolous letter from the IRS that was excuse the coughing in the background. As we all know, marijuana is legal in the state of Missouri. And you know my cousin Haitian, he can't seem to handle his own supply. Coughing in the background. I'm just messing with you, man. Listen, I got the rag on somebody. Relax, you good. You good, but they hear you coughing. But anyway, um, no, you can't be discreet, trust me. Um, I forgot, lost my train of thought. Star Queen, talk to me. What was I at? I'm sorry, Star Queen Mary. What was
It
I
was the
talking?
frivolous
Yes, thank you
filings,
so
the
much.
letter. Mhm.
I get so easily distracted. That's a damn shame. My wife getting okay. Um, my frivolous filing was generated because I was doing the we all been through this, we all know this, which is so funny to me. You take your remittance, your bill. I'm going to talk in layman's terms just in case we got somebody new here. They don't know what we're talking about. So I'm going to talk in layman's terms for most part and then try to convert that to the right term. But I took a bill slash remittance and I endorsed it. I turned it into a money order and did all that good stuff. And we already know there's 3 offices that you could potentially send them to. We all that's all old news. We all been there, done that. So I sent that off and I did it a few times and they hit me with a frivolous letter. I was so stern and knew that I was onto something and I believed that man, there's no belief. I know that there was something to this. So I took that frivolous filing letter that they sent me. It was for $5,000. It really was. It was no notice. I mean, it was not a notice. It was actually they were charging me $5,000. And I took that and I endorsed that the exact same way that I had did the other ones that they had charged me for the frivolous filing. The exact same way. And I promise you, they kept it. And I promise you, I haven't heard anything else about it. They
Wow,
still did.
fantastic.
Listen, no, it's not fantastic. They still didn't accept the bills. They
Okay.
accepted, they accepted the the frivolous filing charge that they were trying to get me to pay.
Well, yeah, because it's
They
wrong from
accepted
the
that one.
beginning.
But they didn't accept the actual remittance that I was
Remittance,
doing.
correct.
So what's the difference? That's
Mm,
the funny part.
mm-hmm.
I was never. Well, let me stop saying I. Wrong. My estate, my allegiance was never levied
Mm-hmm.
the $5,000
Yeah.
because I made the security and I endorsed it, and that's why I don't mind talking about it because I know they have it, and if they're listening, I know they have proof of it. This was several years ago. This was well over 4 or 5. This is well over 5 years ago. Well
Mm-hmm.
over 5 years ago.
It's a
So
long time.
yeah, and I didn't know what I know now. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
of course I shouldn't. So And I definitely progressed since then. But yeah, so the little things that I knew then, wow. So I knew again they were picking and choosing. Or let me just say this, maybe I was doing something incorrectly and they just chose to accept that one because it was close enough and that was in their benefit.
Yes, because
So
the whole
I don't know,
system
they
is the
definitely accepted.
one-sided.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Start,
that's
Queen.
okay.
I'm sorry.
The whole system is one-sided, unfortunately.
But what I want people to understand, I'm not going to even say it's one-sided, and I'm going to tell you where I'm getting this train of thought from because it took me a while to get there, but I understand it now, and I got this train of thought from because I give credit always where credit is due. I got this from Yusuf L. This train of thought that I'm about to discuss. This system has been set up like this since day one, especially since the 1933, at least then, but even prior to that. So it's been on and operating like this for a while. It is not meant, it is not going to ever be easy for the mere mortal, I wouldn't say the mere mortal man in the wrong way. I'm going to explain it in a second, to just come in and just overtake this system. That's not going to happen. They're not going to allow that to happen. It's going to be they will rather have a full-blown war before they will allow that to happen. And even though they know they already fully for real bankrupt, they know they have no fight, no nothing. What they have behind them is the quote unquote army, the armed forces. That's what they have behind them, backed by the fiat that's not real. But they still have petrol in those tanks, in those drones, and they still have the fiat ready on standby to deposit that by paying them with their own fiat to the soldiers on ready to defend. Brainwashed. I used to be one of them. So they're not going to allow that to happen, and you can't do that. But what you can do is, because they know the truth, if you come in as who you are, that true essence of who you are, claiming who you are, proving who you are, your true claim, they have no choice but to honor that. They have no
Exactly.
choice.
I am a
None.
woman, a natural woman, and that's
But
it.
the key is you have to know how to do it.
Well, I
You
think
have to
it
know how
seems
to
like it's a
do it.
trial and error for a lot of us, and it seems as
It
if,
is. It
yeah,
is.
it seems as if we, you know, the beauty. I think the beauty in the bottom line is that a man and a woman, we do make mistakes. We make challenge. It's a challenge. It's a new territory. Is
Mhm.
Yeah, it is on us. I mean, we need to take responsibility of paying these taxes, but paying them the right way. So, uh, you know, so there's a lot of that involved. We need to take responsibility not to be deprived of our credits, of our funds that are sitting there. They're sitting on it. And if we've been given this, um, and unknowingly being um, deprived of it, how can this be blamed on us? Yeah, we are of age. I mean, I'm almost 50 years old and I'm just learning about this now. So it seems that
Mhm.
there's a divine timing for all this. And I cannot be blamed that I am, making errors as I'm going, as it's if like, because there's really no a school for this. There is really no place to go other than our ways as we're all kind of embarking onto this. But it is a higher calling for this. I think people,
It is.
yeah, it has to almost be, because I'm noticing and witnessing that we're all very spiritually connected. And that's when I do say a soul family, I really mean it, because it is, the spirit has something to do with this. God and everything like that.
Most definitely. But
Yes.
let me say this though, and I feel compelled to say this, and yes, and it's going to be probably not the what I'm looking for. It's not probably going to be like what I'm about to say, but I believe this to be true. And there's only 17 people on here. Please hit the like button. If it's 17 people in there, there should be at least 17 likes. Please, I appreciate that. And please subscribe, please. We all want to be free. I know everybody on here, the 17 people on here wants to be free, for real. And let's understand what that definition of free is first before I even go further. But no, because I get sidetracked, so I'm going to continue my statement. We'll get back to that though. We all want to be free. With that being said, I feel in my heart, you're not going to get the true remedy that you desire by being on, unfortunately, a live platform, i.e., what I'm doing now, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Even though I'm live now and we're having a conversation, I'm trying my best, and it's a great area, to be as bland as possible, but still provide the information because it's not a secret. So I don't want to get this confused. It's not a secret because it's in black and white. You just need to know where to find it and read it and apply it. But at the same time, let's just keep it real. For obvious reasons, we really can't televise this. That's
Right.
how I feel.
It's
Because
not a secret, but it is a concern.
yeah, there you go. I like that. It's
Would
not a
this be
secret. There
considered
you
like
go.
a public secret? Would this be the category of it? A public secret? In a way.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That. Yeah. But hear me out. So check this out. So I just want everybody to understand what I'm saying. The way how we seriously, and please don't take this the wrong way because I'm part of it. But the way we congregate to, say, for example, here we come in here, and of course we're probably expecting to get that golden gem or the jewel dropped, and perhaps we do drop them, most definitely, but it's not going to be in the way one would think. Only you will have that jewel and that gem, and then you got to go apply it to your life and utilize it in the private. And what I mean by private, your wife, your uncle, your neighbor across the street that might need your help, old boy across town, your aunt. I mean, you understand what I'm saying. But coming on the platform, and I know we all mean well. And that's the kicker part. We all mean well. We want everybody to know this and get this because it's deserving. I promise you I get it. No lip service, no nothing. I get it. We want everybody to know this. But like I stated yesterday, I believe, and from my own true person testimony, once I got my dismissal based on that paperwork and I read it and I actually understood what I was putting in and what I was doing and what was about to transpire. And yes, I was nervous. I'm not going to lie. But when I crossed that threshold, when I went in there that Monday morning, I already knew what was going to happen. I promise you I did, because when I saw that paperwork, I already knew. I'm not that type. I used to be, get paperwork, just put it in, just do this. Not even reading. I'm not going to even lie. I used to be like that. I can honestly say that. But as I matured, once I became of age, I started reading stuff, I started seeing mistyped words. I started seeing that they put the wrong date on there. I started seeing they forgot to take the person name out that they sold the packet to the last time, because I was reading. And once I knew what I had, I wasn't even worried about going in there that Monday. So all that to say this, once that remedy came and the judge literally abandoned ship after doing all that talking he was doing all the months prior, well, a year or two prior, and I get it, not even mad, nowhere near emotion. He was doing his job. But when he abandoned ship, I knew the power, and I'm gonna say this now, which I'm a little nervous, but I'm gonna say it. But I come with clean hands, and I ain't out here selling stuff and trying to get everybody this information. I ain't doing that. Which ain't nothing wrong with selling stuff. You get what I'm saying. I don't want nobody to take it the wrong way. You know what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying. But my point is, I could easily take what was given and shown to me and remedied my situation. And I could have easily, with no problem, no hesitation, packaged that sucker together, put a manufacturer suggested retail price on it, which probably be about, it's gonna be 4 figures. It's gonna be 4 figures. 25 at least sound about right. Put a little package on there, get my little YouTube channel going, or a little whatever I got going, whatever. Facebook. I got the living testimony, off to the races. Could easily do that. Easily. And some people do. There's no way I would ever do that. As Allah's my witness, the old Otis, questionable. I'm not who I am today, who I was 20, 30 years ago. No one should ever be. No one. I promise you I'm a better man. I promise you I am. Oh, but that 30-year ago man, 20-year ago, probably even a little 5-year ago. Ooh, listen. But no, all jokes aside, no. So let's tie it in. Let's bring it back home. Let's keep it real. That's why I got to be careful who I talk to, who I disseminate this gift that I was blessed with. I don't want to help no knowing pedophiles. I don't want to help no knowing felons who deserve to go where they need to go. Not even trying to be funny. Sometimes, even though I know we all have our story, we all have a story. Oh, yes, Otis, empathize. I'm a big E word. I empathize. Yes, yes, yes. I could put myself in your shoes. Yes, I can. Wouldn't agree with it, but I could understand why you did what you did. But nah, if you need to be there, you need to be there. Give you some time to think. Nah. So with all that being said, I'm joking, but at the same time, you got to be careful who you disseminate this information to, who you help. Now, for the record, my situation was even though it was felonies, it was Class D felony. Each one was 7 years, potentially. It was 3 of them. Now, I know I'm already in their system, all that good stuff, so I know they wanted me. Now, I'm not saying they was going to give me 21 years, 7 times 3, and they ran them back to back. I'm not saying they was going to do that. It was just filing false documents. First of all, how can you file false documents? By accepting a warranty deed. Go look that up. I already talked about that on other platforms. Now we on this one. Okay. Accepting the warranty deed. Go look that up. There's no way they could honestly, for real, get you for filing false documents, but they tried. But I digress. So that was the alleged charge. So come on now. So I mean that ain't nothing compared to what people could potentially be trying to help. Lord knows what they was that you are helping the next man get off of. beating this girl or vice versa, her beating him, because it happens, or you helping someone literally not trying to be funny who just don't need to be helped. So you have to get discernment, you have to pray, you have to meditate. So yeah, so what I say, all that to say this, you get this information, you get it, you get your remedy, you get in the future your credits. Let's get back home. You get your credits. What are you going to do? Are you going to run to the nearest platform? Or are you going to run to the nearest platform to let the world know that you got the answer to get the credits? How long do you really think you're going to last? Let's bring that all the way back home. We're talking about a for real system that's been in place for a while, again, with the military to back it. That's not going to happen. Stop it. Get your information, get your knowledge, get your remedy, help those that you could touch. They right there. Those you choose. Now let's keep it real. Those that are for real free on that next level, because there's 2 levels of free. I'm at the first level of free where I have no credits. I got to do what I got to do to get my credits, but I'm free on that level of, or as I'm moving about, unplugged. I have paperwork in order. My paperwork precedes me. I have a true claim over my estate. I am who I am. I let the right people know. I let the right entities know. I put those entities on notice, actual and constructive. And as I tend to make contracts unknowingly and sometimes knowingly, I have to go and re-notice those again. So I'm well aware of who I am now. And I move as such. There's always a proxy in front of me. Always. Again, what's the proxy? I'm going to sound like a broken record. It is what it is. A trust. A trust. I ain't finna go there. But yeah. But that's that though. So hopefully, did we hopefully we did answer your question. Did we start Queen Mary? I know we did. I know I got
Yes,
off
you
into a
did.
little rant
Thank
there.
you so
I'm
much.
sorry. Yeah, I know I
No,
got off into a
it's
little
all
rant
good.
there.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
you good though?
All good. All
All
good.
right. All
Indeed.
right. What's up? You good, Cliff?
In there like swimwear.
All right, all right. Well, I'm gonna go and put you guys in the back office if that's cool.
That's great.
All right.
Salute. Peace.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So let me check the chat, see what's going on. We've been on here for that time be going by fast. We've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes. Let me see. Does anyone see? Okay, I see you. Thanks for coming through, Dirty Wood. I see you. I see you, Rhonda Johnson. Yes, yes. Of course, Picasso been here. Yes. Capo Beats. Thank you, thank you. I see you, Raising L. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. Timothy Fair. Yes. Haitian. Y'all been hearing Haitian cough over here all night. Bless his heart. Yes, Showtime. Yes, 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 yes. Showmaker was here. My fault. Shadowmaker was here earlier, but he had to leave. But yeah, but okay. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I enjoyed the show. I'm gonna see 16 people here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What I'm gonna do though is because I know we have probably some new people that just joined or joined after the audio that I played. So what I'm going to do is, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to do a recap of what I played earlier. So basically, what that recap is, it's audio of a traffic stop that I recorded approximately 3 years ago. Let me set it up. My vehicle was never registered with the state. I got it off the lot and put it straight in my trust. It doesn't have, to their quote unquote standard, insurance, proof of registration. My license in their system to this day is suspended / revoked. What else? And at the time, I had over 9 warrants out for my arrest. Oh, I have my weapon on me. Yeah, I had it on me at all times. Not even worried. Yeah, at all times. In a system, 2-time felon. Stop it. In my system, 508c1a ecclesiastical trust, and I've gave all the appropriate people notice. All the people notice. I am the beneficiary of a particular 508c1a trust, which happens to be a gun trust. Take down the notes, get your pen out and paper right now. I told you I just be talking, and I really shouldn't, but I'm gonna talk anyway. We just having a conversation. You catch me at the right time. 508c1a, they're powerful. 508c1a, they're powerful. I'm gonna give you time. Go get a piece of paper, pen, paper, do whatever you got to do. Let me play some background music. I'm about to talk. It won't be long. Let me play some background music. Where is that? I got to play some background music because I'm about to just break it down real quick. But I just got to play some background music. Here we go. We're gonna be all right. Be all right. All the sounds and music you hear on this podcast, on this platform, is produced by OTisWho. But anyway, 508c1a trust, ecclesiastical trust, not within the jurisdiction of the United States. I have over 27. What the word I'm looking for? 27 directives. And I'm gonna it's slipping my it's slipping me. Articles, whatever. It's slipping my tongue, but you get what I'm saying. But it's all broken down. It's broken down clearly that I am not, especially one is one amendment in there, there's one declaration in there that clearly states that I am not in the jurisdiction of the United States. I am an ecclesiastical trust. I am in the I follow the laws of the maxim. I follow the maxims. It clearly states that I am under God. That's the only person that I follow. God. That's what that trust is. It states all that. And I got it notarized, and it's powerful. And it's powerful. That's the power of a 508c1a. Now, if you choose to put it in commerce, which you can choose to do, you get an EIN number with that. Just make sure you choose the right classifications on when you get that EIN number. Very important. Or you don't add an EIN number to it. That's what really makes it private, because that particular trust is not in commerce, but it's still protected and it's powerful, and it's not in commerce. There is no 9-digit number even assigned to it, none whatsoever. Now, if you just understood what I just said, you could do wonders. You could do wonders. So let's get back to the gun trust. Gun trust, just no different than the 508c1a. This is just called the gun trust. Now, I'm just the beneficiary. There's 3 positions you can hold in the trust. 3. We all should know that. 3. beneficiary, trustee, settler / creator, person who created the trust, the person who started the trust. That's it. There is other titles, but they're synonymous. Grantee, grantor, you get it. They're all synonymous with trustee, beneficiary. You get it. So within the gun trust, I am the beneficiary. I benefit from the trust and the trust res. Whatever the trust res is. Well, what's trust res? Just a fancy word for property, whatever you have in your property. Well, where do you put their property? How you know what's on the property? It's on the Schedule A. You just list it, the date, simple stuff. You have to learn how to handle your affairs. Just simple bookkeeping. You write it on the Schedule A. That's it. So in that case, what would be on the Schedule A? Perhaps the weapon and the serial number. Perhaps. That's the property. So me being a beneficiary, whatever's on the Schedule A, I'm benefiting from. So who's ever the beneficiary, whoever name I write on there as a beneficiary, that's who is benefiting from said item on Schedule A. It could be several items on Schedule A. Now, let's be real. Yes, the guns, the weapons were all purchased legally, of course, through the system and all that. Of course, most definitely. Unless you have an heirloom, something that was handed down by the family, that's different. But everything, which I'm talking about all lawful things here. This is all entertainment and educational purposes only, but all lawful things. That's why you need to be careful on who you talk to and who you help. I'm just talking. Without the documents, you have nothing. So you could list whatever you want on said Schedule A, and you could list as many beneficiaries as you want on Schedule A. And that's how that is. Now, let's keep it real. Everything that we know about what's going on, we already know we have to give notice. So everything I just said, without proper notice, and of course, without the proper trust, first and foremost, without the proper trust structure and without notice, you have nothing. So you have to give notice. You have to give notice. Remember, it's two types of notice: constructive and actual. So in this situation, that's why you need to weigh, and you need to know what had to put on and know what situation you have. It's totally up to you. This trust thing is so simple, it's complicated. Some trust you want to be private. You don't want anyone to know who the beneficiaries are because it's none of their business. Only thing they need to know is who the trustee is and the basic trustee duties. That's it. But a true private trust, the beneficiaries do not need to be known unless under certain circumstances, i.e. closed chambers, behind the door of closed chambers, and other situations that you deem necessary. So other than that, you don't show anybody your trust that's private. So, but in some situations, like, for example, this situation where you want the entities, even though it's a private trust, a 508c1a trust, a trust that's not in their jurisdiction, sometimes you want certain people to know or certain entities to know what's going on. So in this situation, with it being a gun trust and I'm the beneficiary, this time I want people to know I'm the beneficiary. 99% of the time, I don't want no one to know I'm the beneficiary of any trust or anything like that because it's nobody's business. But in some certain situations, like this one, might be other ones, might be some, whatever you deem important to you, how you have yours set up. I wanted people to know I am the beneficiary. The beneficiary. I'm benefiting from the trust res. I want them to know. So how do I let them know? This particular one. Well, I take my certificate of trust along with the Schedule A for that trust, which has the property on that trust. Hint, hint, you already know what that property is, but I listed on the trust, in the trust. So that's what's listed on the Schedule A. So I got my certificate of trust. Well, let's back up a little bit. What's a certificate of trust? The certificate of trust is nothing but a piece of paper stating what your trust is. Look it up in your state. Every state has requirements of what you need to put on your certificate of trust. It's real simple. Trustee duties, what the date of the trust, if it's revocable or irrevocable, basic stuff. 1 to 2 pages. It could be longer if you choose to make it longer for whatever reason. So with that being said, certificate of trust proving I have a 508c1a trust, an ecclesiastical trust. Those words are in my certificate of trust. So you got your certificate of trust. Behind that, you have your Schedule A listing the property in the certificate of trust. Also, too, the beneficiaries, most importantly, are listed in the certificate of trust. Normally, they not, but in this particular situation, the beneficiaries are listed on that certificate of trust, meaning me. So, certificate of trust, Schedule A, listing the property. Fee schedule of the trust. That's the bare minimum 3 right there. That's the bare minimum. Bare minimum. Put that on the county record. That's your constructive notice. That's it. Now you need to give actual notice. Who you give actual notice to? I'll let you use common sense on that. Fax, email. I prefer fax. I know I told the story before. It's just so funny to me that I'm going to share it again. I always kind of knew a fax machine was legal for sending documents and whatnot. I already knew that. And I shared the story before. I'm going to say it again. But it was a song by Drake. And he made a statement. It was a nice bar, too. Something along the lines of, I made my first deal through a fax. I promise you, as soon as he said that, Googled, DuckDuckGo, whatever. I start. Okay, I'm not gonna say nothing else. That's common. Enough on that. Yeah. I wish I could show it. I got a fax machine plugged up with the phone line, flatbed scan, all that. You need at least that. But anyway, you give actual notice. Fax, do what you need to do because you already gave constructive. So that's one way of doing it. Now you just take that. That was just for entertainment and educational purposes only. I was just using myself as an example. Believe it if you want to. It is what it is. But take that example. Take that example. Take that premise and just plug and play. Apply that to whatever you want to apply it to. Seriously. Just apply it to that. So that's how you can distinguish how sometimes you will make your trust public, but still private, and you understand what I'm saying? Or if you want to keep it all the way private, it's up to you. Now let's keep it real. What do the basic wealthy people do? What do they basically do? They basically purchase things, they get things, they obtain things, and they place it in their trust. Period. Some trusts are private and don't have any identifying EIN numbers to it or anything like that, none whatsoever. But once you put it in that 508c1a irrevocable trust based on the bylaws and the declarations that are listed therein, and you are so precise and clear, you are protected. Those assets are protected. They cannot be touched. If you have a checking account associated with that 508c1a, those accounts cannot be garnished. They cannot. They cannot. If you have it set up the right way, if you have the right verbiage within that 508c1a, yes, it cannot be garnished. Non-interest bearing checking account. So with that, I digress. That's those are examples of how you move as such in different trusts and things like that. But let me get back to my point. I remember what I was saying. For those that were let me see. For those that are new, well, not new, but coming in late, those that are coming in late and didn't hear the audio that I shared earlier with my engagement with policy enforcers. I'm going to play that again for you so you could hear it. Where is it? Here we go. And here we go.
Mr. Draper, I'm just going to go ahead and give you one opportunity to provide insurance for the vehicle.
Hold on, my fault. Let me turn it up.
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Do you have a valid driver's license, or just the Pokemon card you gave me is all you got?
No, you still just stop. Here we go. And start.
Mr. Draper, I'm just going to go ahead and give you one opportunity to provide insurance for the vehicle. Do you have insurance on the vehicle?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Do you have a valid driver's license, or just the Pokemon card you gave me is all you got?
118 tampering.
30 seconds.
Okay. Hang tight. Nothing in the vehicle I need to be made aware of. Guns, drugs, knives, needles, nothing like that. I ask everyone that, okay?
I'm pretty sure you already read my name, sir.
I did. Yes.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure you already ran the vehicle.
Uh-huh.
So you already know what everything was going on.
No, I don't, because I haven't seen the inside of the vehicle. So I'm asking you.
I don't answer questions.
I almost got you to open up. You almost broke. Your buddies
You're
would be
a nice
upset.
guy. Why are you being so hard?
Your buddies
You're a
would be
nice
upset
guy.
with you
Why are you
how
trying to be
almost
so
answered the
hard?
question there, Chief.
We're just out here doing our job, my man. Why are you being so mean?
I'm not being mean.
Huh? Why are you being so tough then? We're just out here trying to have a casual conversation, my man. We could have got you in and out of here so quickly.
Hey, Dirty Wood. She was cute too, Dirty. Dirty Wood. She was a cute look. Ooh, she was trying. Hey, Dirty Wood, she was trying to get your boy.
Your plates are expired. It's a valid stop. You know that. You're making this way more complicated than you have to. And you know that as well.
Hey, Dirty Wood. She was leaning on the hood, right? on the passenger side. You know how they do. Well, her little cute ass. Talking cute. Yeah. Boy, listen. I wanted to roll the window up so bad, but I didn't want to be rude. But man, but yeah, you already know the play. You already know the play. Hold on. Okay.
All right, Mr. Draper. Citations for you. One for failure to register your motor vehicle annually with DOR. The second is failure to provide valid proof of insurance and time to stop and pay. Do you have any questions for me? I do answer questions.
No, I do not.
2118.
All right, sir. Here you are. Drive safe tonight.
He was so salty. He do answer questions. He gave me bogus citations. This was like 3 years ago. Now again, I already told you what took place. Vehicle was never registered. No quote unquote insurance in quotations as far as their system is concerned. No insurance. I had at the time over 9 warrants. To this day, in their system, they're bogus. Well, I'm not going to call it bogus. Their system, license is revoked, suspended. But we all know you don't need a license to travel because I travel on a regular basis in my conveyance. But I digress. So those were the situations. That's what was going on in that whole situation. Now, under normal circumstances, I already know this to be true with everything I just said. And please correct me if I'm wrong. Anyone, please correct me if I'm wrong. Your vehicle would have been towed right there on the spot. You would have been taken into custody because you are driving with no license, no proof of insurance, and you have over 9 outstanding warrants over 5 different municipalities. But yet, he gives me 2 or 3 citations. I'm not even discussing the dialogue that we had doing all that, which was a whole. Did you hear the part where he said, "I almost got you"? Your buddies would have been mad. I almost got you. Where they do that at? So yeah, that's what we were discussing earlier. If you are just now tuning in, and we just had a little discussion about that. So that's what that was about. So let me see. Oh yeah, they were trying to get you to come. Exactly. They were. That took, like I said, that took place like 3 years ago. I didn't know what I know now, but I knew enough that I wasn't going to incriminate myself, at least not on purpose anyway. Now I have since then. I'm not going to go to that story again. I'm going to show again. I stated this earlier. I'm going to share some video of another encounter I had with the policy enforcer a few months ago. I actually have video of this, not just audio. I actually have video, so I'm going to share that with you guys sometimes next week. I wasn't prepared to do that. So, but yeah, yeah, you came in a little late, Dirty Wood, but I appreciate you stopping in, though, man. Always. It's been. I'm going to stop it out here. Almost at it's been 2 hours. I don't really like to go longer than that, but I definitely, you guys appreciate the conversation. I really do. Does anyone, before we do get out of here, does anyone have a question or a comment or something? I'm reading in the chat. Want to make sure everybody is good. Oh, you didn't get a notification? Did you did everyone, of course I know you know to check the click the bell, right? Did you check the bell? Unless I actually have to generate it, because I generated this in the third party app, unless I really have to generate it in okay. Let me ask you a question. In the chat, if you don't mind, before we get out of here, we're trying to work out the bugs, and I definitely appreciate you guys stopping by. I really, really do. How were you notified? Were you notified just by the announcement that I dropped in the little different in the Telegram, or did you get an alert? Just put a one in the chat if you got an alert. And if I don't see a one, that means you didn't get. Yeah. But yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, no one has gotten. Okay, so you won. So you did get the alert. Cliff, you got the one by the alert. Okay. Okay. If someone else, okay, Tim did as well. Okay, thank you. Thank you for confirming that, you guys. I really do appreciate that. Hey, Dirty Wood, you've been around long enough. You already know what's going on. You already know. Okay, showed up on suggestions and raising that. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm getting in somebody's algorithm. Okay, but Dirty Wood, you listen. You already know what's going on. But I would personally always send you one personally because I got your email and whatever. So I would definitely, yeah, I appreciate that. Hey, I appreciate that, Stephen. Yeah, Dirty was late, but he came in. He just remembered. He just said he remembered I was doing something tonight, and he just popped on up. So hey, I appreciate it. I really, really do. I'm glad you stopped in because I definitely wanted you to hear that audio. It always trips me out. Always trips me out. But yeah, where we at? Okay. But with that being said, hey, I thank you guys for joining in to the OTisWho podcast on this particular episode. Please, before you get out of here, hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you know when I do go live the next time. I'm going to start doing some recorded content when I get the urge, but I'm going to try my best to go live as often as possible. Of course, I'm not worried about the numbers. Who cares? I just like getting out here doing this stuff. And again, the last 2 evenings, we've just happened to be talking about what our community normally talks about. But trust me, who knows what I'm going to talk about next time? And if it is conversations within the community, it is what it is. But until next time, you guys, thank you. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.
OTisWho. Music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.